Hello and welcome back to the Back Post. Technically we started last week, but it was just Jane Adam. So technically we start this week because I'm back. I'm so tired. It is currently, Jay, 5-1 and we've been out. We've had a good time.
We've been a 2-camera setup.
Yeah, we're good. So we thought, you know what? It's 1:30. And
you just said it's 10-1 and it's not.
That's fine. That's fine. And we thought, you know what, we'll come back and rate some kits. Yeah. It's been really simple. We've done these a lot. We've done these and they've been fucking too long, haven't they? We take too long. So we've got a very simple system. We're only looking at the home and away. Fuck the thirds. We're going to rate them out of 10. We're going to add those together. You're going to get a total of 20. If a team has a third, brilliant. We don't give a fuck. All right? If your team only has one kit out, tough shit. Do better, Burnley.
We're looking at you, Crystal Palace.
Well, they have 2 kits out, actually. But
it's the way of a third.
It is. Yeah, so confusing for that one. But we're going to get straight into it.
Let's fucking do it, man.
And as usual, I hate this because we have to start with Arsenal. And, you know, for me, the home is an Arsenal shirt. As an Arsenal fan, you probably like it, but it's clearly an Ajax shirt in disguise.
It's honestly like Adidas has done really well for him. I think the last 2 seasons they've done really, really well, and in this one just looks like one of those shit Puma ones they were putting out a couple of years ago. It's naff. It's really naff. Like they've done so well, and this is a big drop off. But then you talk about the bloody away, don't you? And the aways.
If I was an Arsenal fan, I would like a little bit more of a yellow tinge to it. But you know, as an Arsenal fan, you'd probably say it's an 8.
Yeah, but we ain't Arsenal fans, so it's a fucking 2.
Well, I'd say it's an 8, but I'd say the home's a 4.
So you're saying the away is an 8?
I'd say the away is an 8.
Yeah, okay. I'll agree with that. Yeah. I'll agree with that. I think it's just basically at the home.
Yeah. So 12 out of 20 for Arsenal.
That's
this is easy.
Look at this.
Fucking moving on. Aston
Villa. Not because
Villa.
we want to go to bed or anything.
Fucking Aston Villa, mate. What do we think?
Oh, fuck Villa, right? And then they've got, it's a Villa kit and it's standard. They've tried to introduce a different pattern within the claret. It's just a couple lines. It's nothing new. It's nothing special. The Kazoo sponsor is rubbish. I like. It's such a shit sponsor to have the big word Kazoo on the front of your shirt. For me, I'd give both kits a 5, just down the middle, nothing.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Oh, yeah.
Not quite in the same way, but 5-5.
We're on the same page.
There's a halfway job, Aston Villa here.
They've just done 2 basic kits,
right.
2 Villa kits.
Right. The thing is with the away kit, like with the burgundy shorts, it adds something. But we're not talking about shorts. We're not talking about socks. We're talking about shirts, and it's okay. It's fine. Well done. Not well done. Do better. Brentford, the Premier League newbies. Shite.
Hollywood Bets is so
great,
fucking big, and it's such a shit sponsor. And listen, Umbro are doing bits, right? And we'll get onto Umbro later with West Ham. They just forgot about Brentford.
It's easy to do, to be fair.
I feel like I'm in the office and I was like...
Keep forgetting about Brentford. The whole yellow away kit, put a bit more into that. It's your first season in the Premier League. Come with a bang. But, you know, Fulham always scream with a yellow away kit. They come up and they have this yellow away kit. And you're just like, oh, brilliant, fuck off. So Brentford, for me, I would say the home kit is a 4. I'd say the away kit is a 3.
I was going to give them both 3s, but I'm happy to give them 4 and 3.
I just think, you know,
it's Hollywood Bets, man. It just ruins it.
I'm looking at it, and yeah, there's nice ways to do stripes, and then that's the worst way you can do stripes. We might as well have Stoke back. So yeah, I'm with Jake 3-3, 6 out of 20.
That's a low score.
That's a low score. And we move on to Brighton, who have a home. The first team that have a home and away and a third. The third's actually the same as last season's.
Yeah.
Even better to just fuck it off. What do you think?
So last season, we spoke about this earlier actually. Last season was golden. That the collar, the pinstripes, the blue, it was beautiful. But obviously, as a Brighton fan, you probably you want the stripes, you want the traditional back. They've brought that back. I love the colour scheme, being biased, blue and yellow for me. I always like. Obviously, they got the white. It's standard, it's decent. Nike have done a good job.
You're a big Hertha fan as well, so it screams Hertha Berlin.
It absolutely does. And then the away is the Strike 2 template, if you knew that, Josh.
I didn't know that.
And it is really nice. So I think I quite like these. I'd give these a high score. I think they're like borderline in basic, but they're just above it.
Yeah, I think I'd give the home for a Brighton fan. I think you're looking at that and you're going, well, what more do we really want from that shirt? I mean, for me personally, a collar, but for me, you look at that shirt and you go, well, it's an 8. The home.
Yeah.
Because it's exactly what you want. It does what it says in the tin. We're Brighton, we're Seagulls, we're Stripey.
Yeah, I'd say 7 because the last kit was so good that it would be like a...
Because the last kit was 10.
Exactly, so it's like you've got to knock it down a bit. I'd say 7.
Fair enough, I'm happy with 7. And the away kit is a 6.
Yeah, it's not. It's a night template, which always kind of... When it's just a generic template, it always kind of makes it a bit shit. But, yeah, it's quite nice. The colour scheme works as well.
Okay, so that's a 7 and a 6. That's 13 out of 20 for the Brighton and
That's the highest, isn't it?
Albions. I think it is so far, yeah. Next on, we have our first solo entry, and that's Burnley. And I think it's the nicest Burnley kit we've had in a while.
Mate, it's wicked, isn't it? And again, this is Umbro, isn't it?
Just a bit of pat on the sleeves.
It's a little bit of retro, just kind of...
It's just nice. And also I like the fact that it just says Spread X, which is, if don't do that, kids.
Don't.
Move on. Don't do that. Kid, Ace, we're looking at you. So now we get, sorry, what we said.
We didn't rate it, you were about to move on. I really like it's Umbro pulling through. I think Umbro are doing well this season. They just forgot about Brentford. This is high, this is about a 7, I think.
7? I'm happy with a 7. I would say 7.5.
What, how are we on the same page?
I would say 7.5. I think if you look at it in quarters, 3 quarters, it's like a 3/4 kit.
I don't believe in halves.
Do you want to say 8? Or do you want to say 7?
I said 7.
Okay.
Put my foot down.
Some controversial times. What?
Chelsea.
Oh, right.
Yeah. You thought something was wrong with the camera.
Some controversial times here because I think the home's appalling. We're going to have this later. I know the home will warm on you. I've seen mock-ups of the blue and yellow style without this weird checker pattern on it. This checker pattern is heartbreakingly bad. Good because I hate Chelsea, but heartbreakingly bad for anyone that likes a shirt. For me,
my mind has changed on this kit so many times. It's been the worst thing I've ever seen and really nice within the same 5 minutes, right? In person, when I saw it, I thought, that's kind of nice. It's just... I love the blue. I love that they brought back the yellow. It's just the fact that it's zigzags and checkers.
If it was just checks, it'd be great. If it was the swirly checks all the way through, but it's just the fact that it cuts.
It just cuts. And that's the biggest downgrade, and it's so upsetting because you know what, in person it looks really cool, it's really vibrant, and Nike have been shit with Chelsea. They really have. They've been so bad. This is the first time they've kind of really pushed the boat out there a little bit, and it was just like almost really good. It was almost a classic instantly, but it's not. I'd give it a 5.
Nah, that 5 middle of the road. Can't be middle of the road.
It's
below a 5.
It's
shit.
on it.
But it's shit.
It's not though.
It's not a 5.
I'd
5 is bang average.
Lowest I go is 4.
I'm fine. 4 then.
4. The away kit's peng though.
What is it? Black shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fair enough then.
The away kit's really nice. It's this simple like pinstripe, but vertically. I really like that. I like Chelsea with the yellow. They did a whole thing where it's like yellow is back and all this. Always liked it, so I'm happy with that. I had that shitty, horrible highlighter kit when I was a kid. Do you know the one? And I loved it, and it you stood the fuck out. So yeah, I'm happy to see that back.
7?
Yeah, give that 7.
So 10. 10 out of 20 for Chelsea.
Yeah, they kind of fucked up.
I think Palace's third kit is so nice, in my opinion, that we'll really quickly breeze past them. We'll knock. They don't have a home yet. The away is what they do every year. They do a white with a bit of blue and red sash stripe sideways up down. They've just changed the white to yellow. It's nice. It just isn't as nice as the whites they do for me.
I think the yellow doesn't work with the red and the blue.
It's a bit primary school, isn't it?
It's very primary school.
Yeah. So grow up Palace. You get a
but that third though.
4 for the away.
Yeah.
But for the third, if you ever want to see the 125th anniversary Puma Tottenham kit, just look at this shirt.
It's the same.
It's pretty similar, but that doesn't stop it being a gorgeous kit. It's
good.
Divided a bit of opinion. For me, I would say if I was a fan of Palace, this would be one of the first things I'd be like, right, I'm going to go and get that, and that I would give it an 8 or a 9.
But the thing is as well, like it was the original colours of the club, innit? Like the original colours were light blue and white, and then also there's like a small pattern on it that's the palace that Crystal Palace is named after. So it's got so much to it that it is absolutely a 9.
9? Cool. Did we say 3 for the first one?
Probably.
Yeah. Cool. 12. Everton. The home kit doesn't do it for me.
Really?
Not the biggest fan of it.
Oh, I love it.
Maybe it'll grow on me, but there's just the patterns. I don't know.
Do you know what the pattern is?
Oh, go on then. Yeah, I'm sure you'll tell me.
It's the I feel like such a nerd. It's the dazzle pattern. The old ships. Like it used to be white and black dazzle patterns to camouflage in the horizon. You know that, like from World War II times. And basically, Liverpool, the city, had a big part in painting them, so that's what it is. So that makes it cooler. And I think the pattern works with the blue on blue. And obviously, we like Hummel, we like the chevrons. So I'm quite.
Yeah, you kind of sold me. I'm looking at it now, and I'm warming to it.
I think it's so nice. Again, kazoo really does ruin a kit. It really doesn't help.
It's a bit of a better kazoo, this though.
It's a better kazoo, but it's like it's such a childish word to have on the front, which is a weird thing to say. But I think if without kazoo, it'd be close to a 10 for me.
So you want to give it an 8?
I'll give it an 8.
Okay, I'm happy with that. The away kit, black and orange. I think the more I've looked at this, the more I've disliked it.
Really?
When it first came out, I was like, you know what, that's fucking class. Like, again, based on history, based on historic kits, contrasting. But the more I look at it, the more it screams, again, poor Stoke. And the more it screams, just a bit meh.
I like it.
I like it, but I just think...
I like the fact that the Everton badge is blacked out. I think that's kind of cool. I like that the kazoo logo's kind of changed colours to work with the kit.
It's definitely above average.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, but I'm not sure it's...
It's cool. I'd give it like a 7.
I'll give it a 6.
I'll stick with 6.
Alright, 6 plus. So what I will do though, even though, because the third kit is so nice, let's throw in an extra point.
Yeah.
That's an 8 plus a 7, it's 15.
Like
and Everton lead the kit race so far.
We have set rules and broke them.
That's what we do here. Leeds.
Oh, fuck off. It's boring.
It's boring. For me, last year they had the blue Adidas stripes. This year they've got the yellow Adidas stripes. We still haven't seen that classic Nike contrast that Leon did. I want to see blue on one side, yellow on the other side.
So good.
This is the worst sleeve sponsor of all time.
Box.
Box isn't great. It's boring. I can assume I'll be able to see all the players' vests underneath it again.
Yeah, I remember last year we gave the Leeds kit quite high because it was like crisp and simple and stuff, but then it was see-through and it was like, oh shit, and then they've done the same thing, so we guess it'll be see-through.
I think Leeds go straight down the middle for me because, it's just a Leeds top. It's white, it's got a bit of yellow on it. The away's blue, it's got some nice contrast moments. But when you come down from last year's kits, the home kit was really nice. The away kit was the green and blue away kit was probably my kit of the season, and the red kit went down really well as well. These are just not up to that standard, and for me it's 5, 5, 10. Do you remember the top that Lloyd played football in today, the United tablecloth?
I do.
Leicester have taken some sorry, we're going for the away first this time, but Leicester have taken some inspiration from the United tablecloth, but have just did it really badly.
Leicester do this. You remember they took the
Germany shirt as well.
They just like to ruin things.
I'm getting sick of it, to be honest.
And that fucking sponsor's terrible. FBS Trade Online.
It's better than
Thailand Smiles with you.
Thailand Smiles with you, to be fair. I think that one gets a 4 for me.
4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might grow on me. It was one of those ones where it could grow on me, but...
I'd give it lower than that. It looks like a tablecloth. I'd give it like a 3.
3? Fair enough. And the home...
I like the pattern. I think it's kind of cool. It hasn't really got a meaning. It's an Adidas template. The FBS really is jarring.
Yeah, Leicester aren't designing clubs. If they really want to be like this Big Six club and go, Tottenham's not a Big Six club, we're the Big Six club, fucking start making some shirts that really stand out. Because you keep using templates, you keep playing it safe, and try and be a bit bolder, and you'll get more than a 3 and a 5 from us, which creates a 8.
I'm really happy you're doing the maths on this because I would not be keeping it.
Liverpool hate the home.
Really?
Hate it.
Why?
I just think that there's to contrast. When you bring in the green and the I know it looks a bit anemic as you said, but when you bring in the green and the what would you call that?
Cream.
Cream back. You want that to come through, but to contrast red with red, with these weird stripes. I think Liverpool have had some strong kits recently, and this is not one of them. I don't like the new font of Standard Charter. I just don't like it, Jay.
Disagree, man. This is the first time I disagree. I think this is... the away is just a copy of Roma's back there, and that they just did it way better there. Like you said, it looks just a bit like off and a bit ill. If that kit was ill, it'd be this Liverpool kit. But the home, I think it's really cool. It's very modern. It's very like new. It's very Nike. Do you know what I mean? If that makes sense, it's very Nike.
I know what you mean.
But I think it's kind of... I like when you see one colour, but like so it's red on red. I quite like that. Like, you know, with the Everton, it's the blue on blue. I quite like it. So I'd give it a higher score than you're willing to, but I'd probably give it like a 7. The home.
I can't give it a 7.
You really don't like... Let me look at this. I think that's... I thought you'd like this, because you like these kind of modernist... Not modernists.
No, I know what you mean.
Like the like Leipzigers of the world with the like pinstripe kind of thing.
I just don't see it. I'll give you a 6.
I mean, I'll take it.
Final offer.
I actually didn't notice the logo, the change as well, which does kind of look a bit...
And for me, it's not my favourite kit, but if you're a Liverpool fan, you're buying that kit, so it's an 8. It's not an 8 from us, I don't think. It's more of a 7 or a 6.
Just look at that one now. Look how beautiful that is. Look how shit it compares. And they've just copied it and they've made it worse.
A 7?
6.
6 and a 6.
6 and 6.
Yeah, right.
I fucking love that kit.
12. Man City. We had a debate about this today because you think the home. For me, Man City, they keep going back to... I know we're not having to discuss about shorts, and this is where this conversation gets a bit difficult, but they've gone back to blue and blue.
I know you don't like that.
I don't like City blue.
No, but you know what my argument for City is?
What?
This shirt is probably one of the most unique shirts you've seen in the last 20 years.
Because it's got some numbers on it.
Yeah, you ever seen that before?
I mean, no.
To define unique.
I see what you're saying, and it's not a bad shirt. I just wish they'd gone for the white shorts. Because look, if you do panels down there, bring it in.
Nah, I get that. But I'm looking as a shirt here. I know what you mean, because to be fair, white shorts and then made blue socks, that'd be pretty wicked. But I think the fact that they've done this number pattern, so they not only think of something new, which has completely not been done before, but it's got meaning. It's a they've used something that's a number that made it into a pattern. I think Puma, like with Nike, and me and you can talk about this with Tottenham and Spurs, with Chelsea and Spurs. We just get given the same like shit. You
say that, but it's just the way.
No, but you know the zigzag down there and stuff like that. Like it's just if we see the same shit, Puma put a bit of time, put a bit of effort, and they make something different. And they've been good with City in the past couple of years.
Bring back Under Armour. That's what I say. Under Armour went fucking unique, and I liked it.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll give it. I see you've kind of won me over. We're not talking about the shorts, so fair enough. 8.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And to be fair.
The away.
You like it?
It's fucking pain, man.
I mean, we've spoken about the fact that City's away.
City are going to
Tottenham's
the league
away.
And 2 best kits to win.
Barca's away.
Yeah.
Chelsea's third are all definitely leading into the Super League. These were kits designed with the European Super League in mind, which has to knock it down. But as a kit, we have to kind of take that away. I think they thought about doing, because the shoulder Puma bits are the same as Italy and Switzerland and Austria. They thought about writing Man City instead of the badge. They didn't do it.
I thought they had for the third.
And that saves it. Yeah, they might do, but I think they thought about it because that's the template, and they've gone, actually, no, it's not.
Yeah.
Probably a 9. So
it's really
City
cool.
probably take the lead with 17.
They're going to fucking
I think
dick
right
the
now.
league.
I think they take the lead in that shirt. United, this if you're a United fan, do you need more in your life than that United shirt?
It's brilliant, isn't it? The fact that Team Viewer is on it is the only bad thing. Actually, that's the only...
You say that, but Team Viewer, it sounds football-y. It's not a Chevrolet logo. It's like...
It's not... The Chevrolet, it was so big as well.
Yeah, oh, God, it's late. I think it's really good. I think you could be looking at... If it's a United fan, you're looking at an 8 for that.
You know, so... I feel like such a fucking dork. Right, so do you know with this, though... that kit's inspired by the 1960s, which is sick. But if you're going to buy it as a fan, you have to pay an extra 20 quid to get the lines, the stripes. So you know there's like a subtle stripe pattern.
So that's only on the authentic version.
Mm-hmm. How shit is that?
We can't really go into that because a lot of teams, like if you ever, it's a massive problem in the MLS, but like...
I don't want to single out United. It's easy to single out United because they're like the biggest stage and they are the biggest club. Thank you. But that's fucking terrible.
Yeah, no.
Because when you see that kit and you see fucking like the photos of Luke Shaw and he looks really suave and you see this kind of nice bin structure, I want that. Oh wait, it's £100. It's an extra £20 on top of my order just to get some stripes, and it's just rinsing.
Well, that's a different conversation, isn't it? Rinsing the fans, but as the kit we're looking at right now, I'd say an 8.
Yeah, it's contradicted, but yeah, it's absolutely really good.
And the home,
the away.
the away.
I mean, obviously inspired by Snowflake, which is cool, but they could have made it more like the Snowflake. It's a bit of a shit rendition, isn't it?
I would give it a 7, to be honest. I think it's a really nice kit. It's a really nice throwback. It's got some really nice colours in there.
Whenever you throw it back, you just win points, don't you?
Yeah, but it's not good. It's not quite enough.
Sancho made it look nice as well in the
Yeah,
kit.
he'd make anything look nice.
Yeah, I'll give it.
So 8 and 7, 15 for United. Newcastle, I think the score it gets is right there in front of us, isn't it?
Absolutely.
That's
good. I like that.
They've fucked it up. They've put a 4 in it. It would have been a good shirt, but you just can't unsee
Newcastle have been so shit recently. This is the closest thing they've had to good, and they did that.
Yeah, it's not good. But thankfully, they save it with the away, and I think the away is a 9, or an 8 or a 9.
A 9.
That's a lovely shirt. Look at the white on the collar.
The kind of like the Joy Divisionists kind of lines.
The patterns in there. I think it's a good shirt.
It's paying, to be fair. The only thing is the sponsor's huge, but it's very. I'll give it a 9.
Okay, so that's 13 for Newcastle. Norwich home 3.
It's mad. It's sick.
I hate it.
That's mad. Why?
I just hate it. I don't like the sleeves. I don't like what's going on here. I don't like.
Do you know what the sleeves are?
Well, yeah, the things that cover your arms. Why am I getting another history lesson, Jay? It's
because
one.
This is my job, and I'm really sad now. But it's a canary's wing. That's the.
I like that even less.
To be fair, it's a bit lame, but it's kind of cool. I think it's got the Loftus, but like logo's kind of cool.
The Lotus has got Loftus. Is not named after the stadium. It's Lotus.
That's what I meant.
We're very tired. For me, it's fine. I'll give it a 5.
I think 5's fair. I think it's quite nice, but yeah.
However,
that's cool.
I'll give it this more. I'll give this a 7.
But you know what? That's kind of peak, right? But you know what's kind of peak about that? Because that's the exact same as that.
It is, but it's nice
that
colours.
falls victim to the club's colours, but they can't change that.
Yeah, basically.
Just picture Billy Gilmore in this.
I'm not... Brilliant, it's a 4. I'm not willing to let Norwich off because they chose yellow and green as their colours.
Yeah,
there's a reason United went, actually, now fuck this, let's go to red.
Yeah, true.
So for me, 7 for the away, 5 for the home.
I ain't going to argue
12.
It's decent. Norwich got better.
Southampton.
Oh, this is shite.
Really?
It's so jarring.
You've got to talk about that from a Southampton point of view. They like their stripes. You've got a bit of Hummel in there.
But you know, it looks so cartoony. You know what I mean? Like the chevrons that go in the stripes are so kind of vivid, and the lines are so dark. It looks so cartoony.
I think it'll look a lot better on.
Probably, and I think I have seen a photo of it and it does. But I don't know. I'm just not a fan.
Okay. I don't feel very strongly about it, so I'll let you take the lead on this one.
And it's I'd go with a 4 on the whole. I'm not seeing their away. That's just a basic kind of Hummel away kit, isn't it? With inverted colours. It's a 5, I think. You know, just basic. Nice but basic. You know.
It looks very. I would give it higher if it didn't look like a training top.
Yeah.
So 5 and 4.
5 and 4.
9. Cool. Right, we move on to Tottenham. Sorry, I'll say that first.
Yeah, you do that a lot.
Right, so we'll move on to Tottenham, and I saw that you said in your previous video, Jay, that this is a very basic kit, but I will tell you that I saw last season's kit.
You wanted it.
And I cried out for basic, and with it, there's a few problems, like this weird triangle that sits around the collar.
Yeah, like the PSGs.
It's a weird time, I don't like it, but on the players, it's clean, and it looks sexy.
I think Tottenham fans wanted plain after last season, but it's so plain. There is the only thing to this kit is the badge and the sponsors that are on it.
It is a white t-shirt, I will give you that.
It's a white t-shirt with that, right? And I think there's an easy fix for this. It's like in the collar is your old logo. Put that there.
Yeah, if they'd actually been brave enough to go back to the original logo.
Just for a season, just like Roma did with that one.
Yeah.
Just that makes it a 10 or a 9.
You're right. But they've kind of
bottled
been a coward, and I would give it... For a Tottenham fan, it's a 6, but I would understand if it was a 5.
Yeah, I think it's too plain to be a 6.
It's a 5.
So,
what did we give the Chelsea kit?
The definition of
what did we give the Chelsea kit?
Like a 4.
Okay, as long as it's higher than the Chelsea.
The definition of basic is a T-shirt with the logos on. That's what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For the away, I've heard it described as Afterbirth, the Cosmos, marble painting. You know what? I don't particularly like it. But every time I look at it, it grows on me a little bit more.
That's how I feel with Chelsea's home. That's how I feel with Chelsea's home. The more I look at it, especially in person. Have you seen that in person yet?
Yeah.
So in person, it's like I kind of like it. It's this weird, like you shouldn't like it, but it's getting a bit better. That's how I feel with Chelsea's home. So I kind of get it. It's terrible, but I get it.
It's a bit chavvy.
Oh, you can definitely see a little man bag with that. You know what I mean? And a fucking hat.
Yeah, it's a bit chavvy. But you know what? It's different. It is different.
Yeah, but
have you ever seen a kit like that?
No, right, but the same argument can be used for Chelsea's home.
No, it couldn't. You've seen kits like that. You've seen kits with the weird patterns.
Not with the jar.
This is a fucking Cosmos Afterbirth.
And Chelsea's third is a bit similar, like bit fucking hallucinogenic kind of.
Yeah, they are quite similar. For me,
again, that's the Nike thing, isn't it? Nike's fucking just doing the same shit with different colours.
I'll let you give this a 4 if you raise the home to a 6.
I'll just go 5-5. Same score.
But you don't like this, so...
Yeah, cool. Same score, 6.
So, 10.
Yeah.
Cool.
Same as Chelsea, I think.
Right. Watford, 1-0.
I don't
mind what you want to give it.
It's
as long
so
-1. Like, I'll go into minuses for Watford, so it's the worst kit I've ever seen in my life. Steak.com. Steak.com.
You have to say it. Steak.com.
I don't know if they've tried to go for a printer failing look. Static.
It's like the bottom of your kit. No, sorry, United's kit a couple of seasons ago,
yeah,
but just repeated.
But it's like, yeah, you've got your stripes, you're the Hornets, I get it, but also this is dog shit, and you should be ashamed of yourselves. And I would give it a -1.
I'll give -1. Fuck it.
-1. So the home's better. The away's better. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's better.
Yeah.
But I would say it was better because it's maybe
It's like a paint kind of.
It looks very Belgian.
It does look very.
I'd give it a 3.
Steak.
Give it a 3.
Yeah, so 2.
Yeah, 2 overall Watford. Honestly,
right.
Worst kits.
You fucked it.
You fucked it. West Ham. Yeah, it's alright, innit? It's retro, it's classic. You've got the collar, you've got the sleeves, but they're not just classic claret. You've got,
they fucking just smashed it.
As a West Ham fan, I'd be going out and buying it. If I was, I'd be going out and buying it.
You would have bought it straight.
And it's a 9.
It's the
white shorts on that as well.
It's the 99-01 kit.
Yeah.
Di Canio.
It's not. It's a 2000.
Yeah, sorry, of course.
You're looking at it wrong.
Yeah, no. We are looking
9?
at the same thing. 9, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's so
And
vague.
for this lets it down a little bit. I guess why I know it's nice. I understand that it's a nice away kit. The stripes, the Argentinian stripes, but it's
still cool, man.
It's cool, but it's not a West Ham kit. I think that's my issue with it.
I like it when they change the badge as well. Like the colours of the badge. I think that's kind of cool. It's nowhere near as good as the home, but the home's so good that this makes it. It kind of looks a bit better because it's
a 6.
I'd give it a 7. I think. I still think it's
16 for West Ham. Is that better than the lead?
Nah, so I think.
And I hate to say it, we're not doing it, but also pretty decent third.
Like what happened to Brentford? They just forgot about Brentford.
They just forgot. And to be honest, final one can only be a 1-pointer. It's Wolves, and it's not great.
They went from Adidas to, is it Castore?
It's the same as Newcastle, and another home flop for Castore.
Yeah, man. Like you just bottling it. It's like it's just a Wolves kit. It's a bit shit.
Yeah,
that's the best way I can put it. I know that sounds stupid.
4. There's just nothing to it.
You get 4. I was going to give it like a 2.
3.
Go middle and go 3. It's shite.
3. That's it. That's all the shirts, Jay. There's some that we've missed, but that was a really short. Tell us what you think of all the kits. Tell us what you think of all the kits. Tell us if we're wrong. Tell us if we're right. Tell us if we're kind of on the money a little bit. I'm so tired.
I think we've done well there. I think we've been reasonable. I think we've been great. We're always, we're always really great. We're tired. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. Podcast is back. All that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
Let us know if you want to see anything like this more, because we could do more.
But we're going to do some season predictions next week as
well.
Yeah.
But we could do more kit stuff if we wanted. We could do like La Liga kind of thing, Serie A, that kind of shit.
Really?
We can do it.
That sounds exhausting.
If people want it, we can do it. So let us know. If you want to make him exhausted, fucking comment.
And as usual, and as always, and as forever, tell your dad.
You ever double saluted before?
What?
Fucking double salute.
I don't like that.
Yeah, fuck it. Good night.